Oh, this is so sad. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nerd Rant. I'm Dr. Zombie and Austin and Seth. With my co-host.
With his co-host. I wait for that every time. Like, that's my cue, and you just don't give it to me. Nope. JJ, aka Junior Wolf.
This is sad because the bars are gone. I can't see the time, and I can't see our recording.
It went back? Like, it went backwards?
Yeah, I don't see the time anymore.
Is your browser updated?
Why would the browser need to update?
I don't know. I'm just trying to
How does the browser
could be.
version affect the website?
My guy, I don't know.
I don't think that's how technology works.
Sigh.
So, if you guys listened to last week's, 3 weeks, whatever, the other week, because we're recording this a different time, the website that we used to record updated and I can see the time. That's really good. So I can keep track on that. And I can see like the speaker of like the wavelengths of us speaking. So, all that good stuff. It's now reverted. This is going to be really awkward if next week when we record the Fortnite episode, but the week before, if it fixes.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, we were going to do Fortnite this week when we're recording this, which is the 21st?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Winterfest didn't start till like Friday.
Yeah, so we've only had a couple days of it, and like nothing has actually happened. Like,
I
sure,
also
we know
haven't
what the
had time to
presents are and
play.
stuff, but like we were hoping it would start early in the week. That way, we had time to experience things and play with stuff, and then we could catch up on some of the stuff we didn't get to last time. But like now, literally all we could talk about would be the stuff we didn't get to last time. So
Yeah.
we were like,
Because-
you know what? We'll just pass. It's the holidays. People can have a weekend off of Nerd Rant.
Yeah. It's also like, what's it called? Normally, Winterfest, you get the last present on Christmas. But like, we're starting a week away from Christmas.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, while we're here, let's talk about some New Year's episode, by the way, guys. We're talking about Fortnite. We're going to start with Fortnite. Then we're going to end. We're not going to talk about that anymore. Let's just start with favorite Fortnite season. We're already here. Let's talk about it, and then we'll get into the normal stuff.
Right, straight into things. I feel like I ask this every year. What Fortnite seasons happened this year? Fortnite.
This year was
season.
Chapter 6. So that was the Japanese one. That was, what was season 2? Lawless, Star Wars. What was 3?
Chapter.
What was 3? Superhero.
season 6.
Superhero.
Yeah.
Alien. Simpson. And now Chapter 7.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
So I'll start. And you're going to be very surprised by this.
I don't think I will, but okay.
What do you think is my favorite season?
I think you're expecting me to say it's going to be the Japanese one, but I don't think it was. I'm going to bet you probably enjoyed the probably Lawless the most, right?
There's one item that made this season actually somewhat enjoyable. The Star Wars season.
Okay.
And it was the Jawa, like the one-shot shotgun
Mm-hmm.
and the sniper. Like just that combo, that was great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna worry about pulling up my my Fortnite Wrapped or whatever. I didn't really play that much. The Simpsons was the first time I didn't 100% a season. 3 out of the 4 seasons, I bought the final levels because I didn't play enough. So like, I did like the Japanese season. I'd say that's a close second, but just that combo with the sniper and that shotgun and the people that I was playing with during the Star Wars season was honestly really enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's the same thing like last year. I think I said season 1 just because I had a person to play with and the sniper. Like it's just 1 or 2 things that just made that a little bit more enjoyable than some other ones.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably the same for me, right? Like, I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, so the Star Wars season is definitely like my first. I loved the content, I love the gameplay, so that one kind of takes the cake for me. But if I had to choose one of the Fortnite original ones, I probably would go with the Alien one at the end. I just like the theming of the Alien stuff, and I feel like it fits Fortnite pretty well, so...
However, it's just like Myths Immortals, where it started as a season, and then it became anything but that at the second half.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? No more medallions? Like, I get there over... Yeah, crazy stuff. Then last year you started off with something new. What was your favorite secondary mode of Fortnite this year?
Oh yeah, I forgot I said that.
Didn't you just listen to the episode?
I did, and I already forgot that I said that. It wasn't on my notes, so because I guess I didn't see it as something that important. But yeah, favorite secondary mode, probably honestly Lego Odyssey.
Okay.
I don't know how much you have played of it, but
I still haven't. But
I actually went in.
Better.
I went in after the Ninjago update, and I kind of realized that every update that they release, like the big title ones with the collabs and stuff, can be played completely separately from the main like core gameplay that it came out with. Like I started the Ninjago stuff and didn't even touch the original kind of gameplay loop that I started with when it came out. So that's really interesting to me, and I kind of like that. So
nice. I'm just
Racing?
gonna say reload again for me.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like Festival, nothing really new. Rocket Racing exists, I think. We do have Blitz this year. Still no zero build, and somehow getting a competitive mode.
Yeah.
That's wild. Also, I will say there's another big thing about Blitz that's really annoys me right now. And you know what that is? I know it was supposed to be a temporary mode, right? And they made it permanent. But one of the things that they did was weekly updates, or bi-weekly updates at least, right? And I'm not expecting them to do completely new maps every week. But what I am expecting is the thing that they promised to make every match more dynamic to stay, and that's the boons and medallions. Why is all that gone?
Yeah, they kind of got rid of those in favor of making it a weapon that you start with every time. And I think that's kind of dumb because you're going to start with a weapon regardless. Like that's how it was when we had the boons and medallions. Everybody started with a weapon. And you got the boon or medallion, and it changed the actual gameplay of the match. Like everybody having a special effect all at the same time, it changes how you have to think about that match because it takes away from that like unknowing of, oh no, what is this person gonna have? You already know, okay, he's gonna be able to turn invisible when he crouches, so I gotta be careful this match because people might be more stealthy.
But then you level up and you get more stuff. Like you end up with an end zone where a bunch of people are super sprinting, healing on the kill and all this kind of crazy stuff, and they have a mythic shotgun or exotic.
Yeah.
It was interesting. So the fact that it's zero build and we don't have at least that fun side of it, it's just kind of honestly, I'm playing it more because it's combat, but of the combat ones like Ballistic, Reload, Blitz, I think that's the worst one right now.
Yeah, it's odd. I like the shorter gameplay
there.
loop, but I'm not a fan of how they've been handling the gimmicks.
Yeah.
Anyways, next up, game of the year. Just a quick
Expedition
discussion.
33.
Yeah. Expedition 33
Did
was
you
game of the year
see
this year.
The drama with it and the Indie Game Awards though?
Yeah, so do you know where this AI was used, supposedly?
So it wasn't there was one asset, but then they switched it out, but it was mostly in development. So it's like placeholders.
Yeah,
and
the team has been very straightforward.
UEFN,
like,
not UEFN.
Pretty much all game devs use like placeholder textures early on in development just so that they can kind of get an idea of how they want a place to look without having to put in like all the time and effort on a finalized texture, And so they've been very open about it. They used AI to generate some very default assets just to kind of get the picture of like, okay, so if I'm walking down this street, how do I want this to look? And so for a single newspaper texture, they generated this AI asset and it accidentally got left in the game. And as soon as they realized it, they updated it with the official like newspaper texture that they had an artist make. But a lot of people are saying that this game shouldn't deserve some of the awards it's gotten because of the fact that they've used AI.
That's not where the indie thing came from. It was the fact that in the Indie Game Awards, so not the Game Awards, the one that we talked about the other week, in the Indie one, the reason it got stripped was because when they were specifically asked like a month or two ago if it was used in the development, not the final product, but in the development, they specifically said there was no AI in the development of this game. And then they're like a month later, they're like, yeah, we used it, but in the development, it wasn't the final product. Stuff like that happened. It's all good. But it's the fact that they specifically lied.
Well, and I think this is kind of miscommunication, and this kind of like this is a whole AI tangent that I'm sure we'll go on someday, but I think we need to start clarifying more what certain kinds of AI count as, like, if using it for development purposes. Generating a texture doesn't really, like, to me, that doesn't mean, oh, yes, we used AI in development. AI in development, in my mind, kind of means more like we used AI to write our code, or we used it to, write script or voices or something like that, where like that, yes, we are using it to develop the game itself. Whereas I can easily generate a placeholder image for my wallpaper until I find something better. Like, that's not using it in the development of my wallpaper.
Yeah. But again, the big thing was the fact that they lied up, like, in the development. I agree. I don't think this is as bad as some other games, like generative. I'm still not a fan of it. They can do other stuff. They should just do no texture assets. I think that'd be better. But this isn't that the end all be all, like some people are saying. The biggest thing was just the fact that they lied about it. But this is not the time to be talking about it. But that's just something that I wanted to mention because I saw that this week. Try to sprinkle in some random facts like I normally do.
But anyways, do you think they deserved it just based on what you've seen in the game?
I still think there's a few awards that it didn't deserve, but I think Game of the Year itself was absolutely deserved.
Lovely. I think so too. I played it. It was really good. Yeah. Oh,
so you guys want to hear more about that and a whole discussion, especially about the show itself? Again, the Game Awards, the big one, the 4-hour one, like the big mainstream one. We have an episode a few weeks ago. Go listen to it.
Yeah. So I forgot to do this at the start of the episode, but I feel like we haven't done it all year, so I'm going to do it real quick.
Ooh.
It's been so long since we've done that.
Crisp.
All right. So, DC. Let's talk about DC.
I haven't seen anything. However, my expectations are a lot higher, and it's very promising what's been going on, and I'm very excited to see what Supergirl does for the media space as well next year.
So we have only had Superman and Creature Commandos come out this year that are supposedly within the DCU, James Gunn's DCU. Superman was well received. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, this is gonna kill Marvel. It was like, oh yeah, this is a good movie for once out of DC. Like, people actually enjoyed it, which is a great sign. And I've heard great things about Creature Commandos too, how it was like outside of the box, not your typical like Justice League kind of story, which is really good. Supergirl, it's had some criticism based on its teaser trailer. It looks like Guardians kinda, but you can't make a completely new thing every single time, and she is more of a space character if you go to her comics, so it kind of makes sense. But I do want to quickly call out with the Warner Brothers sale that's completely going going forward. They did actually reject the hostile takeover from Paramount, and so they're going to try and full force move ahead with the Netflix buyout. And so if Netflix does buy this out, I understand they've said they're going to let like the whole DC stuff like keep going as it's going and keep the leadership there. But I also don't think it's going to be a great sign for theaters specifically.
No. Yeah, I think that's more the thing. It's not necessarily the quality of the movies, but if they are sent straight to streaming either same day or less than a week later, that's going to kill box office sales. And that's going to really kill, because the people that are making money when they make the movies are making it from box office sales. It's not quite streaming sales or that passive revenue. So like that's definitely going to hurt the writers, the actors, like all of these different parts to it.
Yeah. But I guess we'll have to see how that turns out over the next year. I hope DC keeps, being able to do its thing, because I'm looking forward to see what happens with this universe.
Yeah.
But
Superman looked very promising. I still haven't seen it. Looks very promising. Do you know what else looks really promising? I still haven't seen Fantastic Four.
You still haven't watched Fantastic Four?
No, I haven't really watched like anything.
My guy.
But that looks really promising too. So does Thunderbolts.
Yeah. You need to desperately watch those.
Yeah.
You buffoon.
I don't even got Netflix no more.
Yeah, Marvel over this past year, I feel like has been on the up and up. They, don't get me wrong, they've still had some garbage stuff come out, but like compared to the previous year, this year has been a whole lot better because there's been a whole lot of stuff that has felt a whole lot more like how old Marvel was. Like each project is like an event, like something that you can look forward to.
Oh yeah, we had Captain America. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay. It's got some interesting stuff. However, I also thought listening to last year's episode, was the Doctor Doom one supposed to release this year?
Yeah, I think it was, and then it got delayed again. So now it's set to come out end of next year.
Or Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something to talk about next year, and I think when we get that, whether I've seen it or not, I think that's when we should do a Marvel episode again.
Yeah.
Because we haven't in like 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't really. How anticipated are you with it? Like with everything that you've heard, with the actors, with the controversy, with the trailers, like
I am looking forward to it a lot, but I am skeptical about how they're going to pull it off. And I think this is kind of what I've told everybody when they ask is like on paper, just looking at all of the disconnected pieces, there is potential for an amazing movie here. But then when you start putting the pieces together, it starts to
how did you get here?
Make a little less sense on how they're gonna pull it off. Like I don't know if you saw this, but one of the trailers,
I haven't seen like any trailer. I think like actual.
None of the trailers are actually out, but one of them leaked, and it is like confirmed to be kind of explaining how Steve Rogers is going to come back and be one of the main characters in this movie.
Oh,
yeah.
I also saw that a lot of the one trailer was like it felt like Endgame 2.
Yeah, because supposedly this is going to kind of, they said somehow it's going to pick up right where Endgame left off, but also catch people up through like what's happened.
Okay. So that's not reassuring me at all.
Exactly. But like once again, on paper, it looks like this will be a great movie, but once you start like actually looking at how things are supposed to connect, it's like this seems wrong.
Well, guys, if you want to hear about that movie whenever that drops, and if I watch it, which I probably won't, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's Marvel.
Speaking of movies, what was your favorite movie this year, Seth?
You know, I was looking at that. I'm like, what movies did I watch this year?
None of them.
No, I think there's two. There's two. I got an animated one and live action one. Can you guess them?
I honestly don't know what you watched this year.
Animated film dropped this year that was like crazy.
There's been a lot of big animated films.
Demon Slayer. It was Demon Slayer.
Okay.
The one that I would watch.
So you should have said anime because animated and anime are very different.
But I didn't watch like anything. So
was it called like Death Castle or something?
Infinity Castle.
Infinity Castle.
Also, that one like broke some crazy records. Like it
I saw.
Did great. The live action one, can you guess this one? You should. It's like one of the only movies I watched this year. We talked about it.
Bro.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, cool.
About that. Yeah, I forgot about that too. Not now that it's bad, like I fully remember it. It's just I don't remember it being this year, but I guess it was.
Lovely.
That's it. Yeah.
Lovely. Okay.
Not that those are my favorite movies anywhere. It's just I haven't seen like anything this year.
Yeah. My favorite was K-pop Demon Hunters. I know you didn't like it a lot, but like this is like one of my favorite movies of all time now. So
that's great. I think it is not only just but I think it is so overdone, and I'm sick of scrolling through TikTok and seeing ads for the vinyl and CD. I'm like, bruh.
Well, you'll hear me listening to the soundtrack quite often.
Okay. No, I won't, because I don't listen to your soundtrack. I don't know how I would do that.
Well, if we ever get back to actually playing games together, then you'll probably hear me singing it.
Probably not. Oh, we'll talk about our favorite games in a moment.
Favorite show. So, I just want to reiterate the rules on this one because I don't think we did in last year's episode. It just has to be an ongoing show. So a show that had a season at least come out this year.
Yeah. One Piece.
Not counting One Piece.
What do you mean not counting One Piece? Actually, so I will take that. You can't count One Piece. However, starting next year, you have to, because starting next year, One Piece is actually going seasonal. It will no longer be a weekly on-running thing. We will have one season or two per year.
Okay, I mean, I was just more so meaning that everybody knows that One Piece is like your favorite thing in the universe.
I literally can't think of another show that I started this year, though.
Not a single thing?
Like,
not a
even
new
looking at my
anime that you
like, I
liked?
haven't even watched a lot of anime this year. Like, I'm like, oh, like, because, like, last year, I'm like, yeah, let me do these, like, before the season starts, looking like I haven't seen, like, anything. There's a lot of shows I watched, like, 2 episodes of, and I didn't get farther in.
Dang.
I'm rewatching Apothecary Diaries, because season 2 dropped, I think, this year, but I'm not at season 2. Free Reign season 2 drops next year. That one I'm actually extremely excited for, and there's a very high likelihood I'll watch that one.
Yes, I'm excited for that.
But, like, actually this year, I've just been so busy with my job. I got a new job, driving stuff, and then also Hannah.
Yep.
I just haven't had time. Like, I haven't played the video games I wanted to. I haven't played Call of Duty as much as I wanted to, and I definitely have not watched as much anime as I wanted to. So I really just have not done a lot this year.
Yeah.
So One Piece, because I really can't think of anything else that, like, I thoroughly enjoyed when I was watching it. Even though I haven't watched a lot of One Piece, because I'm waiting for the seasonal break and then gonna binge it all, which will be fun.
Okay.
How about you?
Mine was Ninjago Dragons Rising.
Okay.
I have really been getting back into Ninjago recently, and that show just gives me so many vibes of the original, and so I've been loving watching that.
Yeah. Man,
Yeah.
that brings, like, I'm watching some clips of that too sometimes, especially with what's it called? In Fortnite now. So, you know, that's coming up on my TikTok and Twitter, and that is some nostalgia right there. I will say there's one movie that I'm actually really anticipating that's already out that I need to get around to, and that's a new Glass Onion movie, or the Knives Out. I really enjoy both of those, so I want to watch that one. However, let's talk about, like, in the coming year, how anticipated are you for next year? Because next year, I know we talked last year, movies were hit or miss. This year, I just didn't get around to watching a lot of movies. But there's some ones that looked pretty good, like Weapons I actually really want to watch. I don't watch horror movies, but that one actually looked really good. Next year, though, there's some movies I'm highly anticipating.
Yeah, I mean,
next year looks really good.
I don't have, like, a mental schedule of when things come out. All I know is, I see a trailer and that movie's not out yet. So I don't know when things are actually coming out, what already is out that I missed or whatnot. But I've seen more good trailers recently than I have bad ones. Like, me and Lexi like to go to the movies a lot. It's one of our date things. And so we'll go and we'll watch all these different trailers for all these different movies. And we kind of, like, make mental notes of the ones that we're like, oh, we should go see that when it comes out. I have been saying that more about trailers than I have in the past year. Like, last year, it didn't feel like there were that many that looked interesting that weren't, like, pre-existing IPs. But now, like, we're talking about going and seeing that one, I forget what it's called. Like, that, I don't think you've seen the trailer for, but it's like a Sydney Sweeney, like, horror movie where she's, like, the maid for someone.
Actually,
it's literally called, like, Housemaid or something like that.
That does sound really familiar. There's a few, like, horror movies that are like that.
Yeah, but it looked really cool, and we were both like, yeah, we should go see that. It looks fun.
So I pulled up IMDb. These are ones that I either am excited for or just seem interesting. Supergirl, Street Fighter, and that's mostly because of the Game
Street
Awards,
Fighter, yeah.
like, all those actors. The Odyssey, I really want to see this one in IMAX. I will go to King of Prussia if I need to. Avengers Doomsday, it's coming out. Not super exciting, but it's there. We have Dune, Narnia, apparently. There's a Master of the Universe. Toy Story 5, Super Mario movie. Again, I'm not super excited, but that one was a huge success. Michael, I'm really excited about that one. Oh yeah, I forgot we have live action Moana. That's a thing.
Yeah. But there's a lot of good stuff that's
yeah, it actually looks somewhat solid next year. So, and Jumanji 3 apparently, which I haven't heard a lot about, but love me some Jumanji.
Yep. I still haven't seen the second one. I need to watch that.
The third one. This is the fourth one.
Okay, the second in the trilogy of the new era.
Anyway, movies, shows, yeah.
Time to move on to games?
Sure.
what was your favorite game this year, Seth? And once again, because of how Seth is, his rule is he just has to have played it this year.
Yeah. So, but it has to come out this year, right? Still?
No, that's just my rule. For you, because of the fact that you haven't played like any story games, as long as you played it this year, it can be your favorite.
Okay. Then I will say I'll give one that I like this year. I just haven't finished it. But then one that I did finish this year that I did not come out this year. The one I finished, Ghost of Tsushima. Loved that. I'm really excited to get back into Yote when I do have more time. Really like Tsushima, especially the combat style of switching between the stances for different enemies. I really like that. And the one that came out this year, can you guess what it is? That I actually really enjoy.
Is it an anime game?
No. Ball X Pit.
Oh, yeah. It's so funny because you had that one like super like passionate rant about it the one time we talked, and then you just never mentioned it again.
Well, no, it's because I had it for a trial, so I only got to play an hour. I couldn't actually play it. I don't own it. Now I own it because I had to redeem my PlayStation points that are expiring at the end of this year, or maybe they already expire like sometime. So I got a whole bunch of store credits. So I bought some games that are on sale. Yeah, and that was one of them.
Lovely.
But yeah. I also really enjoyed Stanley Parable. I started that this year too.
Yeah,
that was really
Stanley
good.
Parable is awesome.
And when it comes to games, I'll also just quickly say this. I did not finish my resolution of beating Witcher 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, but you also said that was kind of a joke one because there's no way you were going to do that in a year.
Not 100%. I said I just wanted to get through the story, and 1 through 2 should have been a little bit easier, and I haven't even touched those. So.
Didn't you have like another gaming resolution or no?
I don't remember that. It was mostly just like I wanted to complete like a whole series. And maybe beat games. But that one was just maybe. Probably not.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my favorite game this year was probably AC Shadows. I had a lot of fun playing it. I 100%ed it. The collabs were weird, but I had a fun time with it.
Also, was the Titan like not part of the collab at all? Like it was there for the cutscene and that was it, right?
The giant guy, is that the Titan? Yeah. The giant naked guy. He just kind of like. I don't listen. I don't know Attack on Titan, so this is just my telling of what I'm pretty sure happened. They had a syringe of something, like spinal fluid or whatever, that they injected into this random guy, and this random guy got really, really big and lost all his clothes and then started chasing you through an ice cave, and you would just have to escape the cave, and then I guess it like caves in on him or something. I don't know.
Which is like, I'm happy it wasn't like, especially with that model, it wasn't a bigger deal, but like, wow, what's the point of going through all that? At that point, just make like some cosmetic stuff. Like what?
Yeah, I mean, they had the cosmetic stuff too, but like the whole point is they kind of were trying to add more quests to the game, like actual story quests, because the quests in this game were so stupid. It was like kill 100 of this guy in this area.
Great.
But yeah.
Yeah. And then, what was your resolution? Did you do?
Yeah. I
think you had a gaming one.
I didn't have a gaming resolution. My resolution last year was
the books.
Yes, to read 15 books, and at least 5 of them had to be novels. Do you think I did it, Seth?
No.
Well, I did do it, and I crushed it.
Okay, give us the stats.
So,
give us
okay.
the deets.
I'm stupid, and I didn't make like a full list of all of the books that I went through, but I tried to make up like a quick count in my head before this episode. Just so this is counting audiobooks as well, because I don't have all the physical books of these, but I re-listened to one of the series that I listened to as a kid, the Gregor Chronicles. I listened to 3 or 4 of those books, and then we got through 3 of the Keeper of the Lost Cities books together, and then I read 3 Star Wars books this year. I read all of my Scott Pilgrim books, and then we listened to Coraline, the novel, and And then there were like a couple off books that we listened to along the way as well. Like
With your Star Wars ones, is that all the ones that you got last year? Because I know you said I thought you had 5.
No,
last
I
year.
haven't gotten to those ones yet because those are physicals. I am like, I have to work up to that because I haven't read like a physical novel in a long time.
Gotcha.
And my brain does not like translating novelized words into like a picture in my brain, which is why I do audiobooks a lot more, or like the graphic novels. It just doesn't work right in my brain. So I'm thinking I'm going to try and get them on Audible, and I'm going to read them and listen and follow along on the page.
Okay.
But yeah, I made it through. A lot of those were novels, more of them novels than not. So
nice. That's actually something that I want to try to work on this year too, is read some more. I have a few books and I want to try to get through the Hunger Games series again because I have Songbird, Ballad of Songbird and Snakes, and The Reaping. I think is what the
Sunrise on the Reaping was.
Yeah.
I think it's the best in the franchise, not even gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I've heard good things. I just haven't gotten around. I want to reread before I get to those. And that will be
You could
fun.
read them in chronological order now, though.
I could. So I'll
'cause it
start
starts
with
with-
Sunrise.
No, wait. No, it doesn't start
Yes.
with Sunrise. It starts with Songbirds and Snakes. Because
Yes.
that's,
Yes.
Songbirds and Snakes, and then Sunrise, and then is the original trilogy.
I thought it was Sunrise of Songbird. I'm so tired. Too many things.
Anyways, what was your resolution, Seth? Your serious one?
Well, it was the closing the rings. I did not for 2 weeks. There was probably like a 3-week stretch where I closed like my steps and everything. But just I don't understand quite the exercise, because there's certain days that I don't do exercise and I'm at like 20 minutes, and there's other days that I'm like running around at summer camp and I'm at 5 minutes.
Seth,
So-
do you remember the homework that I gave you for your resolution?
What?
You listened to the episode, right?
Yeah.
I gave you homework for your resolution. You said you wanted to have more routines, like throughout your year. You wanted to turn your life into more routines. Like
That's what I mean. I
practicing
didn't
your
do that.
guitar and your push-ups and stuff. And I told you had to do 2 weeks straight.
That's
like,
what I just
no
said. I
breaking.
said I didn't do the 2 weeks.
So you didn't hit 2 weeks of a streak of anything at all.
No.
It doesn't have to be all of it. Just like one thing. You didn't do it for 2 weeks straight.
No.
Did you bring your guitar?
Not to summer camp, because I'm on the train, so I can't really do that.
Bruh.
Also, Hannah,
That's fair.
like as of last year, I was planning on sitting at home with no life again, and now there's someone that wants to drag me out all the time. So when I am not working, she's here or I'm out.
Yeah, that's valid.
So a 2-week
feel
stretch
that.
of time was not gonna happen after February.
That's kind of the reason I haven't been playing as many games as I did in the past few, so I get that.
So it's one, I just kind of struggle, but two, like Hannah, that's my excuse.
Oh, lovely.
Women, am I right? Take that out of context, I dare
As
you.
last year, our audience is 93% male or something like that. So, anyways, so what are our new resolutions? Do you have one in mind?
I don't know.
I have one if you need to think.
Go ahead.
All right. My new resolution, and I know this sounds like a super easy one-off task, but like I have it written here that my resolution is going to be to have like a fully fledged setup by next year. That way I'm not jury rigging stuff on this kitchen table with a boom arm off of a chair. So, but
Please.
it's actually a whole lot more of a task than it sounds. I don't know how much longer we're going to be living here in this house, but if it is over the course of the next year, we have an unfinished like room in here that we like started construction on and it just like came to a stop. I want to finish that sometime in the next year, and once that's done, it'll be super easy because all I have to do is order a desk and then I have all of this other stuff. But that means I have to actually like self-discipline and finish this room. Like when I get home from work and I have extra time before Lexi's off, I need to work on this room instead of sitting down and like playing games or watching something. So I think it'll be a good like self-discipline kind of resolution.
I mean, hey, if you want to do more audiobooks, throw on an audiobook while you knock it out.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
So I think my New Year's resolution won't be. I think there's more so an item that I want to achieve by the end of the year. And once I finish the car, like paying off the car, which isn't too much more, and then also there's a few other things, right? Because Christmas, New Year's, and then the anniversary in February. So there's a few other financial things I have to do. I want to get a better computer by the end of next year.
Yeah.
Just start
that's a pretty good goal.
20, $50 per paycheck. That's not much, but if I do it by like the end of summer, that's like 10 paychecks. That's $50. And I'm going to do like, I'm not making custom built because I'm not doing that. But like, I only have a 1050 Ti, so I should be able to order one from like Micro Center down in Maryland or something. And I should be able to get a much better one.
I don't know. With the price of RAM going
with
up,
RAM, yeah,
it's going to be a whole lot more expensive. You're definitely going to want to buy a pre-built, but I would almost recommend, if you're going to upgrade your computer, do something through Rent-A-Center that's like a pay over time. Even if they don't send it to you right away, like lock in that purchase before that price goes up, because as soon as like the RAM like finds a new sitting in a high price, they're going to bump up all the prices of the pre-builts because they now have more value. So like as soon as possible, even if you don't have all the money right away, try and lock one in with like a pay over time thing.
Yeah. I'm going to try to figure something out, but that's kind of like something that I was planning on doing, but then all this other financial things happened, like the car.
Yeah.
I wanted to do that beforehand, but also new jobs, so I've been making less, which has also been unfortunate. But that's kind of like one thing I want to try to do. Maybe not just the computer, but I'm just going to say there's a few things that I've been thinking about that I kind of want to get. So maybe to start saving some money throughout the year and making a few purchases. Because I spent like $300-$400 for Christmas. My budget was $100, and I bought a whopping total of $5 for myself, and that was a new One Piece poster.
Lovely.
So I want to buy myself a few things for Christmas. Save it up throughout the year. So that's my resolution, because I can't really think of anything else that like I know I can achieve. That one, that's something that I kind of need to do and I was planning on doing. So
yay,
because I want to be able to play Hightail.
Yeah, me too. I was literally saying I want to buy the Steam machine when it comes out, literally for that purpose, so that I can play Hightail on that. Because I don't know if you saw, but they do actually have Linux support now at launch, they said. So that'll be good, because the Steam Cube will run off of Linux.
Yeah. Well, we'll just see how Hightail runs. Though your computer should be able to handle it.
It should be able to handle it. Yeah, it should be fine. Even if it's only like medium graphics, like it should be fine.
Yeah. Because it's not a complex game. So if you can play Minecraft, you should be able to play this. Because this is going to be better optimized.
Yeah.
I still can barely play Terraria. So
I don't know if you saw, but Terraria is supposedly going to be a free game on the Epic Store sometime this month.
I saw there was a bunch of games, and I'm like, Terraria, like, guys, get it. It's not, even if you don't, it's $10 and you have like infinite playtime. Like, I saw people like, I like it. I got like 100. I don't have that much hours, but the amount of hours that I've watched Terraria, but also on like my PS3 is insane. Peak.
Yeah. Anyway, it's time to move on to our podcast look back.
Yay!
Just FYI,
I'm gonna let you go through this part because I have it only on my phone. And
yes,
guys, we complained about it last year. The phone stats suck.
Yeah, the app sucks. Just like the Spotify for Podcasters app just isn't great. So I'm on the website and I'll be going over all that stuff on here.
Yeah, the only thing I can see all time for like all the numbers is streams and downloads. I can't go through plays, consumption hours, followers. I don't even see our follower count on here.
Lovely. All right, well, let's see. So I have our goals written down, but we'll go over just the basic stats first. Or I guess we can kind of go through them one at a time. So
we'll go through our goal, and then if we reach it with the stat.
Yeah, so our goal for plays last year was 1,500 plays. So 1,500. We wanted to have at least that amount on our Spotify statistic. And as of right now, across all platforms, we have 1,815. So we got like 200 or 300 over that. So I'd say that's pretty well done.
That's pretty good. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. And then our audience size. So this one, and it's worth noting, they kind of updated this site over the course of the past year. And so things have different terminology now. You don't have like an audience size number here anymore. Like I can see my follower count and how many people tend to listen per episode. And I believe the per episode is what they called audience size before. So we're going to go based off of that. Our goal was to hit 10 audience size. We are currently at 9 on average. So
Ooh.
we did not hit it, but we are really close. And I believe that is still what we were at, like 6 or 7 last year. So I think that is still a good amount more.
I thought we wanted like one more. I thought we were at like 8 or 9.
I think it was 7. I'm pretty sure we were at 7.
Okay.
So either way, I mean, it's always good because now this isn't like the same 9 people listening. This just means on average, we get about 9 people per episode to listen, which is good because that means on average, like even if we're only counting 2 more views per episode, that's by the end of the year, if we're uploading every week, that's like a couple hundred more views. Like that is a lot that we're getting just out of those 2 more listens on average. So that's awesome. Our follower goal was to hit 29 followers. I don't know why we said 29.
I think it's because like we went down a follower, so it's like we had to like average it out.
But currently we're at 33 followers. Yay! So we got 4 more and we crushed it. So that is awesome. Then we have our 2 YouTube goals that we set because we did start the YouTube channel last year. We were aiming to get 25 subscribers. Yeah, we wanted to hit 25 subscribers, and we are currently at 29. So we succeeded at that one. And then for our views, we just wanted to get 1,000 more than we had. And in the past year, we gained 2.4 thousand more views. So we more than doubled that one.
There's probably a good bit of that is because you did upload a few shorts on there. So like
this actually says as of March this year, the shorts views are counted differently. So from March forward, they're not counted in this statistic. And I only started publishing shorts after that.
I mean,
so this is purely the podcast episodes themselves.
Then I still don't know because like we have 14. I'm on the app at least, and there's 1,400 views in the last 28 days. And when I go into that, 1,300 of that is from the Star Wars.
I mean, I'm looking at this here, and there's nothing. I don't know what it was, but apparently on December 15th, we got a random 697 views. I think, and remember, I think this is not just video views. I think this is channel views. So if they click on the channel or click through a video to the channel, it counts as a view for the channel.
Okay. That's weird.
Yeah.
Because, the podcast itself here for overview for at least updated 7 days ago was 86 views.
Last 365 days, just counting views of videos themselves. Looks like we got 446 views on just the videos, but I don't think that was the statistic we were looking at last year. So if we're just going based off of the statistic that we used last year, we more than doubled what we were looking at. Now, this year, I do think we should set it to be just video views because that's the thing that's really going to bring our channel into the recommended system. So,
well, the other big stat is the hours watched. In 2024, we were at 40.8, and that's even with shorts because shorts don't add that much generally. Like, even if you have a crazy short that pops off, that's like 10 hours because, they're not an hour long. So in 2025, with everything, we are at 25 hours.
25 watch time hours, which isn't bad. Like for how small of a channel we are, 25 is still pretty good, but it says here 38% less than the previous year. Now the previous year wasn't a full year and it was the launch. So obviously there were going to be more views there.
No, it was a full year. 2024.
Was it?
Yeah, because we started
I thought we had launched it that year, didn't we?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it was the
later
very beginning of 2024, but also it uploaded the previous episodes on those dates. Like, that's one thing that really confused me because we have episodes that are uploaded in 2023 and we did not make the account before then.
Mm-hmm.
It's really confusing. So, because like, it's literally saying, for the 40 hours, 20,054% more than December 31st, 2022 through December 31st, 2023.
Yeah.
So I think those percentages are a little skewed for now, but
Probably.
25 hours still isn't too bad.
Yeah. But the real like upside here to these stats is we did get 14 subscribers, like 14 more subscribers this year. And that's just this year alone that stat is based on, which it says here is 27% more than the last year, which that stat is the thing that's really going to make the difference for us. If we can get subscribers in, they're going to be getting those notifications. They're going to see the videos pop up on their screens. So
it's all the people that are hitting the bell. Hit the bell.
Hit the bell. Punch it.
Yeah. What time are we at?
We are at 45.
Okay. Well, since we're at YouTube, do you want to take a quick side tangent and talk about our channels? Because that was one of your goals.
Was it?
Yeah, upload one video.
Did
I even said I was going to hold yourself. I was going to hold you accountable.
Short. Hold on. Let me look. I might have uploaded a short over this past year.
I don't know. I don't think you did.
Videos. Yeah, definitely no videos.
So there's something with Raz from 2023. That was your last short. And your last video was Stray from 2 years ago. So no, you did not upload anything this year.
I swear I did. I promise I'm not delusional.
And your last stream was June 2024.
Oof. I thought I did because I was trying to for a little bit. I was trying to cross post like the rants I do on Instagram.
Yeah,
I wanted to post some of those to my channel. So I'm pretty sure I got like one or two of them formatted. I just wonder if I uploaded them as like an unlisted or something.
You just never. This is never public.
Probably. But hey, if that was a goal I failed.
Yeah. I was looking back. I definitely did not reach the stats I did last year, which was like 200,000 channel views, something crazy. From all those shorts. Let's see. I was at 156,000 views. I did not reach that.
And
I did get 11,000. And I will say a lot of that. Huh?
You streamed a whole lot more last year as well.
Yeah. Well, again, yeah, I just wasn't doing as much this year. But I will say a lot of that was actually from videos, not shorts. Like my main view was the Ado biography, which was 2,600 views. And if I go to hours watch time, nothing will beat Pinewood or Dead Pines, right? So I was at 1,100 hours. I am at 435, and 171 of that is from the Ado video. And the next most popular video is 39.1, and that was the bugged Fortnite match, where like after the event, it went back to first zone. So it was like a 40-minute match. And then the third one is actually Ghosty Yote Part 4 at 22 hours. And then I don't remember what my subscriber total was, but last year I gained 232 subscribers. I gained 18 this year.
Lovely.
I think I just need to be more consistent. I mean, it's definitely growth. Eventually. Now all I need is to get Hannah a console, and then I can troll her and say, here's a noob playing Minecraft for the first time in easy views.
Bruh. You know what is funny about the shorts that we've been uploading on Nerd Rant?
What?
A lot of them haven't like taken off. Like I've tried to like make them easy for the shorts algorithm. Like obviously the vertical framing, the subtitles helped, like the video podcast format. But the thing that helped the most was Star Wars.
Yeah.
Just mentioning Star Wars in the title, and that one is already like over 1,000 more views than every other thing.
I will say also, because I looked through a few of them, they seem a bit cluttered.
Yeah,
Like-
so part of that is the way it works is, I mean, for the earlier ones at least, the what's the portrait format. It was because
Yeah.
the subtitles and everything, it was a square video, and trying to put a square into a vertical format made it look a little weird. But then when we moved to the landscape format, it made it look a little cleaner. That's those last two shorts you see there. And
Like 4 or 5.
is it 4 or 5?
There's 3 of the original and there's 4 of the new format.
Oh, I guess there's a couple more than I thought I made. But yeah, those ones
Well,
are a little cleaner because of the coloring.
The one hard part is I understand why we have the subtitles in the bottom, especially the original. But now that the entire video has subtitles, I feel like we don't need 2 sets of subtitles.
Yeah, I can't change that. With the thing I've been using, I can't make no subtitles. So
we have we have 2 sets of subtitles, and we have like 3 or 4 of our logo on the screen.
yeah, I mean, the logo is part of the main image for one, and then the other logo is the Spotify link, which I know it's technically not allowed, but I've been using it to cover up the watermark.
Bruh. Bro just outed us.
But I don't know. I'd like to find a better way to do it, but as of right now, I don't have the time to edit a bunch of shorts like this. This is just
Yeah.
the fastest way, and if I wanted to clean it up a whole lot more, I would have to literally do all of it by hand, which is just not plausible right now.
Yeah. But those are a thing. You should start uploading us on TikTok too.
I don't have TikTok, bro.
You should get TikTok,
You can do that.
bruh. What else? What time are we at?
We're at 50 minutes. We need to set our next year goals.
Yes. Next year goals. Do
Uh,
podcasting things.
Yes. So,
Actually, I do have one.
okay, go ahead.
So we started off the podcast and a live studio audience. We are not doing that. Again, it's just not feasible. However, when we did that, we had a few guests on. And then we didn't have a guest other than Lexi until your brother. So I'd say let's try to get some guests. Let's try to have 3 guests this year. And
Okay.
not just you're gone or I'm gone. Like all 3, like both of us plus a person.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Other than
So-
Hannah or Lexi, like other than our girlfriends that
Yeah.
are just hopping on.
So 3 people. Do they have to have not been on the podcast before? Do we want to say that?
Let's
Okay.
do. Yeah, let's do that.
So 3 people that have not been on the podcast before. We want to try and do an episode with them.
Yes.
Um.
I'll also
right.
say I am not going to summer camp this year because just PTO is going to work differently at Sheets. I don't even know if I'm going to have PTO for my first year. So I will not be going to summer camp. And if I am gone, it's not going to be like 5 weeks. It's going to be like a proper vacation for like 1 week or 1 or 2 weekends.
So there won't be a big hiatus this year, which
Yeah.
we didn't have a huge one this year because we did pre-record some, and then there were the deaths and whatnot. But there won't be that trouble this year. So
Yeah.
all right, so we have a spoken goal. Let's talk some numbers now. In terms of all-time views, listens, downloads, streams, whatever you want to call it, we're currently sitting at 1,815. What do we want to try and reach by next year?
2250.
2250?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's plausible
2,250.
considering our growth this year. So
Yeah. Because if we keep it up and we throw some shorts in there to get those more views from shorts to the actual episode, and actually here, you didn't even go over it, so let's go over the audience real quick, because I think that's kind of interesting. Because what did you say our male was last year?
it was like 93% or something.
So we're actually down to 81.5 for male, 15.5% female, 2.5 not specified, and 0.5% of non-binary. Age-wise, 10.3% 0 to 17. Who's 0 and listening to this? Why not 1? Like, who's 0? Who is
Probably
0
my
years old?
brothers. I know
No.
Garrett started listening to the podcast.
But like, who's 0? Why is it 0 to 17? It should at least be 1.
It's
like,
just
who is-
anybody who's under 18.
yes. 18 through 22 is so I'm not saying that, so I'm gonna round it up to 68. 23 to 27 is 6.5%. 28 to 34, 3.9%. 35 to 44, 2.3%. And 10%, which is our third highest and only 0.3% lower, is 45 to 59.
So we like skip an entire generation in between. We're like either super young people or the super old people.
Yeah. Love that. And then for platforms, we got this is for locations, 89.3% in the United States, 1.9% in the United Kingdom. Then it goes Canada, India, Germany, Sweden, Russia, Australia, Ireland, Mexico, and keeps going
Pretty
on.
much every
There's
other
like
place
30.
is like 0.1%.
Yeah. And then for platforms, 52.7% Spotify. That's actually really shocking that it's that low.
52.7? That's not right.
On platforms? That's what the app says.
Mine says 53.4.
No, okay, so that's great. That's great.
Yeah. Okay, I think it's because mine has the other option. Does yours go into more detail, or is there an other category?
There's an other category.
Okay, I have no idea.
Which is
I'll read mine
5.6.
because mine's probably more accurate.
Okay.
53.4 on Spotify,
Still lower.
16.7 for web browser, 12.2 for Amazon Music, 7.2 for Apple Podcast, 4.7 on Audible, and 5.7 on other.
Okay.
Lovely.
I don't have a problem with that. It's just how are those numbers like so different? Like, my Amazon's 12.5, Audible is 5.8, others 5.6. Like, why are all the percentages different? Like,
No idea.
but yeah. Great
Cool.
stuff.
Anyways, we got to set our numbers. We got like 4 minutes.
So 2250. Let's do 2250.
2250 for plays. How many new followers do we want to try and aim for?
So what are we at right now?
We are at
33, right?
33 followers.
Let's shoot for 40. Let's highball it. 40.
All right, we're shooting for 40 followers. Do we want to try and up our audience size? Just see if we can aim for
10. Let's get that
I was
double
going to say
digit.
11. Let's go up by 2. We went up by 2 this year. We can go up by
Double
2 next year.
digits. Okay, fine. We'll do 11. But if we're at 10, I'm going to say I told you so.
And then YouTube, how many subscribers do we want to hit?
So how many did we get this year? 17?
Something
like that?
Oh, your voice is filling my ears. I clicked on our channel.
2025. 13 subscribers. So that's going to be...
Yeah.
Let's do 45.
Yeah,
Total.
that seems plausible. We could probably hit that.
45. And then how about for hours watched? Because views are just iffy. Let's just go for hours watched. I'm not even gonna worry about unless we do like total views. But even then with shorts, that really skews it versus Spotify.
Yeah, so we hit 25 this year. Lifetime so far, we have 66. So,
Lifetime 100.
yeah?
Yeah.
All right, that means we're going to try and aim for 45 more. Is that 45? 35? 35. I can math. 35 more watch hours in the next year.
We got this.
Oh my goodness. We are setting some high goals here. All right. Well, there you have it, folks. That is our New Year's outlook forward, looking back and forth for Nerd Rant.
Time. I'm just a clock and I sit on the wall.
What?
Don't hug me, I'm scared.
Oh. I was so confused.
Love you,
Thank you
don't
for
hug me, I'm scared.
listening. Follow our social medias. Make sure you stay up to date because we're hoping this next year for Nerd Rant will be one of our biggest yet. We're going to keep making improvements to the podcast, but thank you all for joining us on this crazy journey that it has been.
Let's see. So this year, actually, there's 2 more things that we have to talk about this year. I don't think it happened this year. Last year, we had 100 episodes. This year, we also reached 3 years. So that's another really big milestone we should probably mention with our New Year's. We have reached
very large
3
milestones.
years.
It is
So
awesome.
thank you for joining on that. I'm Dr. Zombrain. I will be doing more content. I have been streaming, and Call of Duty I've been doing more. It's just work and working every single day I haven't, and it's also holiday season. But for this Call of Duty year, I'll be doing that, streaming the weekly challenges and stuff. JJ, your goal is to upload at least one video.
I mean, if I finish my resolution and get this room finished and have a setup, then that will be super easy. So
just at least do a rant, at least do a short. You got to upload one video, and if you do, I'll mail you a cookie. It might be moldy, but I'll mail you a cookie.
Lovely.
Guys, go nag at him, comment on his videos so we can get that cookie. Do it.
Thank you all for listening. Tune in next week for other stuff.
2026 next
later.
week after this episode. 2026.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Peace.